So Mike, how do you make money on land when it first comes out?
Good question, Carla. So one of the ways you can actually make really good money on the land is actually the time that you buy the land. So developers like Stocklands and some of the bigger developers around Australia might have 40 or 50 stages on a big block. And if the market's rising, the opportunity to make money on the land is when you get in early enough, say for example the blocks could be $220,000, and once that stage of say 50 blocks has been sold, they'll release the next stage and the blocks could be $220,000. And then the third stage it could be $240,000, and it goes up depending on how quickly the values of the land and the market's going up at that time. Okay, so you've got to know when to get in. And another place that you can actually make money on the land is, particularly in a brand new subdivision, is sometimes small developers need pre-sales to satisfy the bank lending requirements, and they might offer a bigger discount than what the land's actually worth to get the money to satisfy the bank's lending requirements. So for example, if the land in the area averages at $250,000, but the developer could need pre-sales, he might offer it to you for the first 10 blocks at $200,000. So effectively, you've made the money on the purchase when you buy the property, you're $50,000 better off. It may not be as big as that, it might only be $10,000 or $20,000, but as this state rises and as other properties are being built around you, then the averages will average out. If you're buying in the right street, particularly that's a high demand street where there's better quality properties, you can actually make more money on blocks like that. If the estate goes for 10 years, and you bought in early in the estate at $210,000, and after 10 years they're $350,000, which is quite often the case at the moment in a rising market, you've made your money in the land. But be careful, because you can also lose money by buying at the wrong time, because the market could go down as quickly as it goes up. So monitoring the market regularly is extremely important. But in the current market trend right now, if you buy in the estate at the right time, under the right conditions, whether it be from a developer who needs pre-sales who are offering you at a discounted price, that's the time to get in. Or getting in the estate early, knowing that there's lots of stages and the market's in growth mode, you can make some good money. It could go up, between $10,000, $50,000 to $100,000 on where you are. The other option is you might be able to find a block of land that's say 800 square metres, and there could be 400 square metre blocks around it. If you can get that block with a due diligence time frame on it and cut that block into two, sometimes you can buy it at say $250,000 and then sell two separate blocks at $180,000 each. You can also make good money on land by doing that. If you want some more information on how to do that, we suggest you come back and see us and we'll show you where to find those blocks that are getting early released and which developers need pre-sales to get started. We've got access to unlimited blocks Australia-wide.